am more than breast cancer.
I am more than gastric cancer.
I am more than Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 3.
I am more than Lynch syndrome.
I am more than metastatic male breast cancer.
I'm more than PMDD.
I am more than diabetes.
I am more than lupus.
I am more than FAP.
Welcome to More Than a Diagnosis. I'm Den.
And I'm Jess. This podcast is about so much more than cancer, chronic illness, or the labels we've been given. It's about reclaiming our lives, finding community, and thriving in ways we never thought possible.
Whether you're a patient, a caregiver, or just someone curious about what it means to live beyond a diagnosis, we're so glad you're here.
So Jess, what's the most annoying, inspirational thing someone has said to you since getting sick?
Okay, by far, it's when people are like, you're so strong. Or like, it's between two, right? It's either you're so strong or you inspire me because you're so strong. Like, I know that people mean well, right? Like, they mean well. They want to be, like, I think they want to acknowledge how much I've gone through, right? But at the same time, I feel like that puts some unnecessary pressure. Don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Because if someone's constantly telling me how strong I am, I feel like I need to live up to it. And then on those days where I don't feel so strong, I feel like it's so much pressure. Like, I don't really feel strong today. I just want to struggle. Can I just struggle today?
Yes.
But it's like you can't because you need to continue being strong.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just...
And also when people are like, you're brave. Like,
that's one of mine. Yep.
Okay, because like, how am I being brave? Do I have a choice?
No.
Like, I mean, I guess, okay, obviously at the end of the day, we do have a choice, right? We have a choice if we choose treatment. If we don't choose treatment, we have a choice if we take the medicines, if we don't take the medicines. Like, yes, there are certain things that we have choices over, but at the same time, like, I didn't ask to be diagnosed with cancer.
Mm-mm.
Like, I didn't choose this. So, like, I don't know. I think like bravery is just like a weird thing. Like, okay, if somebody told me like when I shaved my head when my hair was falling out, and if somebody was like, you're so brave for shaving your head, like, okay, I'll take that, right? Because like you could I could have let my hair just keep falling out, which honestly, no thank you, because I feel like that would be super traumatic. So like
triggering.
I took the step to shave my head. So yeah, okay, maybe that was a little bit brave. But like as far as going through treatments, like I don't think that bravery is the right word.
No.
Has anybody ever said that to you?
Yes. Do you know the first time I heard it was shortly after my colon was removed. Someone said, you got your entire colon removed? You're so brave. And I thought to myself, well, I didn't have a choice. It's either A, I keep my colon and I die from colon cancer, or B, I remove my colon and I live longer? How is that?
That's crazy.
Brave? I mean, I guess brave because I went for it. I just scratch my head, to be honest, because I don't really comprehend, like, what are you trying to tell me? I didn't have a choice.
Yes.
That choice was taken away from me. I mean, I did have a choice, but really, do I want to die?
But what's the alternative, right? Like,
yeah,
I keep my colon and I get colon cancer and then it gets even worse. Like,
no,
that's crazy.
And I appreciate it. I know people mean well. I
Yes.
understand they're not trying to make me feel a certain way or trying to put me on a pedestal, let's say, but it's pressure, and I don't like it. I really wish
Yeah.
I could say, "I'm not brave," you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
sometimes all I wanna scream, "I'm not brave." Like, I don't
Right?
feel strong. Like
I wonder
Yeah.
if it's partly this, like, weird obsession with inspiration porn, right?
Mhm.
Like, people
Mhm.
needing to be inspired by something. But
Yeah.
the pressure that that puts on people who are living with different diagnoses is just not fair, right? Because like you just said, like sometimes you just wanna curl up in a ball and be like, "I'm not strong, I'm not brave, I'm not resilient." Like, shit, let's talk about resiliency for a second.
Oh,
Like, that's another thing, right? Like, "You're so
yep.
resilient." Like, yeah, I know. Like, did I have a
Like
choice?
exactly. Like, oh, wow, like, you just keep going and going and going, no matter what hits you, you rise up and bounce right back, and it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like,
Yeah,
just surrender and launch myself under my covers and that's
right?
it? Like,
Yeah. Well, I think it's
you
this,
know,
like it's this idea that people love the story, right? They love the story, the inspiration, the, like, "Wow, you really did it. You're living without a colon. Wow, you really did it.
Mhm.
You went through chemo, like, you survived." But
Yep.
then they're not I feel like that takes the focus from the inspirational story and doesn't actually focus on the real lived experience of the person who's going through something.
Yeah,
And those
because
2
I'm
things
now
are way different.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Just because I'm resilient and strong and brave doesn't mean I don't need support. I
Yes.
do need support.
Yes.
I can be all those
Yes.
things and still need help on a daily basis,
Yes.
and I feel like
It's
if we're
almost
this
like it lets people off the hook, right? Because
that
then it's like if they're like, "Oh my god, you're so strong, like, you are so resilient, you get through anything," then that takes the pressure off of them to have to show up and support you. Because
absolutely.
then you're just this, like, thing that they can look to that's so brave and so strong, but then they don't feel like you need their support. When really, we know that it's the opposite, right? Like,
It's when you need the
we need
most.
Yes. Yes. It's like we're at our lowest of low, and they're like I mean, I could go back through so many comments from my little, like, newsletter bloggy thing from Caring Bridge and read all those comments, and like I said, like, no shade on people showing love, but at the same time like, those things aren't helpful to me when I am puking my guts out and pissing out of my butt, like, at the same time and reading, like, "You're so brave." Like, this does not feel brave. Like, I'm sorry, this is not brave. This is hideous.
Absolutely not. No.
It's
Like when you're at
it's
your lowest low. And it's almost as if they're off the hook, yet you're left with holding all these expectations.
Oh,
And
yeah.
really, that's not what we should be focusing on. We're trying to really fight and get through the day, get
Mhm.
through that moment because, when you're going through it,
Yep.
it's literally moment by moment. And I
Yeah.
don't like that those comments take the pressure away from the person.
And then it puts more pressure on us
Yeah.
because like, if I'm so strong, then it makes it like, it's really hard for me to ask for help. It's always been hard for me to ask for help. Like, when I was diagnosed with cancer, that was probably one of the harder things for me, was learning how to not just accept help, but to ask for it, and to not feel indebted to someone for asking for help and for needing help. And, like, when we're going through these things, we need help. Like, from, like, basic stuff to, like, the big stuff, right? And so, if we're being painted in this light of being so strong and so brave, then it's, like, puts more pressure on us, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, I still remember going back after, they removed my entire colon. It
Mhm.
was one of my lowest lows. The recovery from that
Mhm.
surgery was brutal. I had to learn how to take showers in a different way and use
Mm.
different devices to help me, and even still, I needed help, and it was, "Wow, you're
Yeah.
doing all of that? I can't believe it.
Well,
You're so strong." Like,
and you're a nurse, right? So, like, I
uh-huh.
feel like there has to be another level of, like, this standard that you probably felt like you had to live up to, no? Like, of
Absolutely.
being like, "I'm a nurse, so, like, I know how to do these things," but then you're a patient too.
Well, that's the
So
tricky part.
how do you even navigate that?
It's hard
Because not only
because
you brave and strong, but you're also smart. Like
yeah, yeah. I mean, no, it's true. I would get it's interesting because it would depend on the nurse. I would never
Mm,
really get treated equally across the board. Some nurses
yeah.
were very good about saying, "I get you're a nurse, but today you're my patient." It felt so
Yeah.
nice. It was, "I understand you're going through all this. Yeah, you can be strong, you can be brave, but today I'm taking care of you." It felt so great because
Oh, I
they
bet that felt so
acknowledged that,
good.
"Yeah, yes, I'm a patient, but I'm also a nurse. But today,
Mhm.
the nurse takes her hat off, and today you keep your patient
Yeah.
hat on." It was the
Yeah.
most just warm and just made me feel so
Mhm.
comfortable in my own skin, and it felt okay, no pressure.
Yeah.
Those were the
Yeah.
best. Then you'd have the opposite. "You're so strong." "Well, you're a nurse. Hand me that." Or, "Oh, I don't need to explain that to you. You know how to do it." And it would be like, "No, no, please stop." At
Oh my
first, I would feel
goodness.
so much pressure, and I would just keep my mouth shut and, bow my head and say,
Yeah.
"Okay." Eventually, I said, "No way. Absolutely not. I need to wear my patient hat. I need to get better. I need help."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
those were the
Well,
moments
because
where I
in
felt
that moment yeah, in that moment, you're a patient. You're not a nurse. And so I think that obviously they're not seeing that, like, you're experiencing something that is, like, very triggering. It is very, like, traumatic, and you're supposed to be, like, going through your nursing knowledge to figure out how to take care of yourself? Like,
mm,
didn't you have an experience where, like, this would have never happened to like, say, me, if I was in your situation, where they sent you home to, like, take care of a drain that
drained. Stop. Yes, it
because,
was.
like, that's not something that a patient's supposed to take care of, right? What was that
It
situation?
was a very specific drain. It was an accordion drain. What's
Uh-huh.
specific or more difficult about this drain is the pieces are made out of this very fragile plastic. And
Mhm.
they had already had such a rough time after placing the drain. One of the
Mhm.
nurses had broken a piece off, it had to get replaced.
Oh my
Then
goodness.
the little lever that gets turned wasn't functioning right. And that was another problem. They fixed it. And they're like, well, you're a nurse. You have taken care of these drains before, right? And I said, well, yeah, on a patient of mine, patients
On
actually,
somebody
but I've
else's
never,
body.
yes. And I said, I've never done it to myself. And they're like, oh, you're a smart cookie. I was appalled.
No.
I said, absolutely not. A nurse just broke a piece of this drain and I don't feel comfortable, I actually said. And they're like, well, we're
Good.
going to get on-call folks to come over, fix this, and then you can go home and take care of it yourself. Because there's no reason for us to keep you here anymore.
No.
And I pushed back. I thought of every excuse under the sun and told the truth. Like, hey, I don't feel comfortable. And it was still,
Yeah.
we're going to get someone to come fix the drain, and there's no medical reason for you to be here. If you choose to stay, the insurance may not cover your stay. So
Wow. And that's
I laughed
crazy
out
because that
loud.
would never have happened to a patient who wasn't also a nurse.
No, that
Like,
patient wouldn't have
never
gotten
in a million
so
years.
absolutely
No.
not. No.
That's
So they
wild.
fixed my drain. I went home and I had to take care of that drain. And it was really difficult. So much so that Ivan had to actually help me every time I needed to flush it because I really was not able to do it physically. It took
Yeah.
2 of us to work on that drain. And he was so nervous because it had already broken off.
Oh, yeah, I'm
So
sure.
the pressure of being
And
brave.
he's not a nurse?
No, he's not a nurse at
Oh my
all. So
gosh.
it was a lot of
So
pressure,
it's like
and
it's like a next level of having to be brave then, and having to be strong, and having to, like, put like, society is putting all of this pressure on patients in general, but then add in that factor of you also being a nurse. It's like a whole 'nother level of pressure and
yes.
bravery. And it's rough because I feel like we already feel guilty
Uh-huh.
for struggling, right? We already feel guilty because people are expecting us to be strong, and then you add in situations like this?
Mhm. I didn't
Like,
even
that's
tell
just not
you.
fair.
No, I made a post about it on TikTok, and
Mhm,
most comments were very supportive, backing me up. There were a few
mhm,
comments that got filtered out. People
mhm.
saying, "Well, you're a nurse, you can do it. Stop crying." And just
What?
do it. Yes, there were so many comments. It's probably one of the posts where I've been taken aback by comments, such mean comments. And it just made me feel really bad. And I felt, to a certain degree, the guilt started to creep in. And keep in mind, this happened how long ago? And
Yeah.
those comments made me feel like, wow, okay, like, should I have? Like, was I being a little much? Was
Mhm.
I being extra? And the reality of it is no. Yes, I'm a nurse, but right now this takes priority. And I cannot be a good patient if I'm trying to be a nurse and a patient.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah. That's too much. That's way too much. It's too much, the expectation's way too high there because what your focus should be is on being a patient, not nursing yourself. Yes, like, the knowledge and experience that you have as a nurse is amazing, and it helps you in so many ways, I'm sure, but at
Mhm.
the end of the day, like, you still are the patient who needs support. And
Yeah.
I feel like it adds another level of emotional exhaustion on top
Mhm.
of the physical exhaustion. It puts that other level of stress, and that's just not fair.
It's
Like,
not.
it's it's not okay because it's like it pushes people, I feel, into a place of either you completely lose it and you break down and you fall apart, right?
Mhm.
Or you push into this place of like toxic positivity.
Yeah.
Of being like, no, everything's fine. I'm fine. It's great. I'm good. Like, you're right. I am strong.
I love that you brought up the emotional aspect because the way I see it is we're going through all of this physically, but we're also going through so much emotionally. You know, there's an emotional aspect. We are going through trauma. So in essence, we've got physical issues and probably PTSD from all of these health issues that
for
treat
sure.
all of the ways that we're being treated and whatnot, you know? So for pressure to be put on us when we're dealing with something physically and emotionally is just wrong. And that toxic positivity really messes with that emotional aspect. Think about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a double whammy.
Because there's a difference. Yes, because there's a difference between having a positive outlook, and we talk about this all the time, but like having a positive outlook versus being toxically positive, right? And I mean, I am sure that we will do a whole episode on this, but there's so much to unpack when it comes to toxic positivity. But where this is in relation to being so strong and so brave, it's just like it ties in together, I think, completely. And I just think it's not fair. Like the amount of pressure that is put on us is just, it's rough. It's really rough.
And I feel like this is why it's so important that we normalize and continuously talk about it being okay to not always be strong. I feel like, you know, this inspirational porn is probably not going to go away anytime soon. So the narrative that we probably need to push is it's okay to not always be strong. It's okay to not be. It's okay to feel scared.
Yes.
It's okay to
Well, I think
crawl
that's the
under your
thing, right? So for people who are like, okay, well, then what do I say? Like, my friend is going through something and I'm so proud of them, how they're handling this. Like you said, like some things that we can say is like, I see how hard this is for you and I'm here for you. Like acknowledging the struggle, acknowledging the pain, acknowledging that it's hard. I think that that is a great place to start. I think also taking the pressure off of our people by saying, you don't have to be strong for me. I got you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's all we need, right? Is we need that one person to hold space for us and to say, I see you. I know this is hard. You don't have to be strong with me. You can tell me all the things that you don't feel like you can say to anybody else. And I think that sometimes that is like the biggest gift that you can give someone is to be able to give them a space to feel all the feels, even if they're ugly, even if they're not positive, even if they're like, sometimes we just need to let it out, right?
Yes.
We just need to be able to say, I'm not feeling strong today. This sucks.
Yeah.
I
You
hate
know,
it
someone to
here.
say, you feel like crying? Let those tears flow. Just cry. Instead of someone saying, wow, you're so brave, you don't cry. And all you want to do is cry. Like, just cry.
Oh gosh, don't even get me started on that topic because
Oh,
I
no,
feel
that's
like
another
there's
episode.
that's like a whole nother episode also of just being like, don't cry. Like, don't tell me not to cry. Like, just because it's hard for you to watch me cry Okay, don't get me started.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about what are some, like, action so we talked about, like, what people can say instead, but, like, what are some action-oriented statements or things that people can do when supporting somebody besides telling them, like, you don't have to be strong?
For me, it was having cooked meals.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just after a total colectomy and the actual recovery of it, the physical recovery is just
Mhm.
so I wasn't able to
Mhm.
actually be in the kitchen cooking. Like, I
Yeah.
wasn't able to I wasn't able to move around and do things like that.
Yeah.
And so having cooked meals was such a
Mhm.
gift. I don't even to this day, I don't think people who provided meals know how
Yeah.
helpful that really was. Because a
Yeah.
lot of times people will say, "Let me know how I can help." And that
Nope.
is just so overwhelming. It's so
Yep.
overwhelming to me.
Yep.
Like, I don't
I think somebody
know.
just needs to say someone just needs to say, "Hey, I'm going to the store. What can I get you?" Or "I'm gonna
Yep,
get you some food. Is there anything you don't want that doesn't sound
yep,
good?" Like, just saying, "I'm doing
yes,
this thing," without
yeah,
saying, like, "What can I do?" Like,
uh-huh,
"I'm gonna get you some food tonight. I'm gonna get you some food this week. Is there anything that you don't
yes.
want? Is there anything that you're craving?" Because, again, it takes the pressure off. And I think
Yep,
that
take
that's
the initiative,
so
you know?
important. Yes, yes.
Yes, take the
I think
pressure
so
off that
too.
person and put it on
Mhm.
yourself almost. Think about it.
Yes, yes,
Because then now
yes.
you're putting the ball in their court to just answer, "Okay,
Mhm.
I don't want chicken,
Yeah.
anything but chicken,"
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. I think
'Cause a
too
lot of
is,
times
like, just go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, I think too, it's just also being willing to show up for people.
Yeah.
Like, not saying, what can like we say, not saying, "What can I do for you? When can I see you?" Like, saying, "Hey, on Thursday afternoon, are you
Yep.
if you're up for it, I'd love to come over and just sit with you. We don't have to talk. We could watch a movie.
Mm,
I could just sit in the room with you." Like, no pressure. Like, because
mhm.
it's lonely, right?
It's so
Like,
lonely. It's so lonely, and, it doesn't even have to be a whole day. You don't have to sit next to me all
no.
day. Just
No.
a few minutes of holding space for me, you know,
Yes.
is
Yes. And then
I
showing up
think
with that attitude of however you feel today is okay. Like, you don't have to be brave for me. You don't have to put on a strong face. You don't even have to take a damn shower. Like, you don't have to
No.
get out you don't have to get out of your bed. Like, you don't have to clean for me. Like, literally just wanna show up for you and to be there
Yeah,
for you and to hold space
yeah.
for you. Like, I would have loved to have that. Like, to have you just be able to come over and sit there and
Mhm.
just hold space. Like, I think that
Right.
that goes so far of, like, being able to take the pressure off
Yeah.
of people. I think what it boils down to is that sick people don't need to be put on a pedestal, right? We need people to be standing with us. Like, that's so simple, right? Like, if we just even just visualizing it, right? Like, you have this
Yes.
person who has been diagnosed with this horrible, terrible thing, right? And we look up to them like they're so great. Like, we don't wanna be up there. We're not
No.
trying to be above, we're not trying to be looked up to. We
Nope.
literally want you to stand right next to us, in it
Mhm.
with us, and holding space for us.
Yep. Don't put me on a pedestal. I just wanna be seen and heard,
Yes.
and a little
Yes.
bit of support goes so far, you
Mhm.
know? That's it, and,
Mhm.
I just want everyone out there who's listening to us, if you've ever said, hey, you're so strong to someone, we're not calling anyone out. We don't want anyone to feel bad about having said to someone, you're so strong, or you're so brave, or how resilient you are. Absolutely not. That is not the point we're trying to make whatsoever.
No, definitely not.
It's really not. We just want to feel supported and that someone's there for us. That's really
And we want to give you alternatives of what you can say instead, because most people don't want to hear that. Most people just want to be recognized for what they're experiencing right there in the moment. We want, even if you don't understand what it's like to go through something like that because you've never been through it, you obviously know how hard it is because you're telling us how strong we are. That just by the acknowledgement, like just acknowledging, hey, I know this is hard for you. I see you. I'm here for you. Like that goes so far and it makes such a difference. And I know that our pals out there who are listening, who have been in our shoes, have probably experienced this. And we hope that that by us sharing our stories, that, maybe if you have folks in your life who need alternatives of what to say and what to do, or hearing it from a different person's perspective, that maybe you can, share this with them. But we would love to hear your stories about how you have experienced being seen while being sick or after diagnosis, because we know it's tough. We know it's really hard, and we see you. And if you're in the thick of it right now, you don't have to be strong. You don't have to be brave. You don't have to put on a brave face. You might feel like you do for your family. You might feel like you do for your kids. But I think we just want you to know that at the end of the day, that you always have a safe space with us and a safe space in our community to feel all the depths of your feelings, whatever they are, whether they're good, bad, negative, positive, indifferent, whatever. We're here to hold space for you through it all.
That's right. This is your permission to just be. No bravery or strength required. Thanks for joining us on More Than a Diagnosis. We hope today's conversation left you feeling seen, heard, and maybe even a little more connected.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might need it.
And if you're looking for a place to connect with others who truly get it, join our support circle at morethanadiagnosis.org, where we will continue this conversation. It's free, it's welcoming, and it's built for you.
Because no one should have to navigate this alone.
Until next time,
keep living, keep growing, and remember,
you are more than a diagnosis.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.